So when I returned from Joe's in December of 2013, I did a test with my new scale that I bought at Joe. When I was at Joe's, I bought it online. It's a made in the USA scale that I thought of, okay? And I did a test comparing it to my mother's curves scale that I had been weighing myself on that was not as accurate, In other words, it would change when you stepped on it a few times, whatever. So it's not as accurate enough, but not as accurate as my Made in the USA digital scale. And my Made in the USA digital scale, I know, is so accurate. I mean, I step on it 10 times in a row, it weighs the same. I've even done things where I hold something in my hand, weigh a little more, get on, it's a good scale, okay? I weighed 2 pounds less on my mother's curve scale than my real weight, which was on that digital scale. So, on my mother's curve scale this morning, after a day of fasting, I was 170.4 pounds. What that means is I'm really 172.4 pounds. And so I'm heavier right now than I have been in the past 2 years. Even in the winter, that was on my mom's scale, the curve scale, I never went over 170, but we're talking 170 after a day of fasting. That's not good. But like I said, I didn't watch what I ate while my cousin was here. And, she made fattening meals, so it's alright. And because I was so stressed out, I had started to get a little bit up there, even before she came, unfortunately. So I started off at, whatever, a pie. So you guys know I keep you posted on my ups and my lows, so, in regards to my body, in regards to my mind. I'm 100 and, if we're going to go by my scale, then I'm 172.4 pounds right now. But at least I face it. My mother may have gained weight, and she doesn't want to face it. It's like, you should step on the scale and see if you gained weight. Well, Jasmine, my cousin, was here for those 2 weeks. I don't wanna. Alright. Her clothes still fit her, but you know what? My shorts still fit me fine. And I'm almost 10 pounds more than I was when I bought them. When I bought them 2 years ago at Walmart, I was 164, so kind of enjoying getting back into the 50 Shades series. Making a movie. They already chosen the actress to be in it. I don't know when it's going to be released. I would like to see it in the theater, but then again, that's not exactly the type of movie you see by yourself. There's a conundrum. I wouldn't want to see it with my mom either. Probably would not want to go see it by myself. I'm excited to get my teeth getting my teeth clean, going back to the shelter. Not excited about that, but my mother and I both know, like, unless there are exceptional circumstances, like I get sick or hurt, or, you know, become the target of somebody else, an evil bully or something, you know, anything like that, that, you know, but unless, except I have to stay in the shelter most of the time, you know. Still hoping the perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. That woman who had that dog, she outright said to me, I can't guarantee my dog won't, you know, it's happened out in the, I mean, she wants Omer to be like an experiment, because she thought, her dog can't be alone. Her dog has severe anxiety issues. It's a rescue. She's a rescue. The dog, actually, when a dog was a male dog was humping, her dog was female, she wound up having to, it gave the dog had to have stitches or something. She attacked the dog, and yeah, the dog was bothering her, but I can't, it just, she told me she really wasn't actively looking to run out the room, and if I would change my mind, I can contact her, but, you know, and then she said, good luck in finding the perfect place. I'm not looking for the perfect place, you know. I definitely would have to have my own room. I don't have to have my own bathroom. It doesn't have to be a huge room. It has to be, you know what I mean? I'm not looking for the perfect place. But I do want a place where I don't have to worry that cause she said it could only take one time, or, you know, you can try to keep the dogs apart and whatnot, but you just never know. I don't want Omar to be in that situation. He was in that situation with Max, you know, Bobby's dog. My last roommate, the one who fucked me over, after I had sat there a couple months before crying, telling him how much I appreciate how good he was being to me, because I'm so used to being treated like shit. I shared that with you guys. I shared with you exactly what I said to him. And a couple months later, look what he did to me. Threw me to the wolves, left me at the mercy of pure evil, didn't care. He and Max had somewhere to go live with Bobby's fiance or whatnot, you know. Let's see how long that lasts. Consider him as under duress, considering up to the last minute he was talking about how he's blaming me. Were you upset, Joe? And the landlord, yeah, I don't care. He's a piece of crap. He's Gestapoing his wife. He watches for the thermostat to turn on when it was 64 degrees in the house before we turned the damn thermostat on. Let it go all the way down. And Joe was livid over stuff like that, sent me a thing that winter is considered all the way to July 15th in Massachusetts, because it can get cold up until then. I think it was July 15th, yeah. Something like that. Or June 15th, whatever it is, doesn't matter. The fact is, in Massachusetts, winter is considered all the way into what pieces of crap like Joe think of, you know, the landlord think of as, well, you don't need to turn on the thermostat anymore because it's bullshit. We didn't turn it on until it was, you know, it was plummeting. And proof of that is, like, it was already the end of May, couldn't pass the middle of May, and when I was, because I was afraid of him and didn't want to call attention to myself, and didn't, you know, after I got that thing, it went all the way down to 58 in there, you know. So there's your proof when it's not that hot during the day, and then it gets cool at night. But they would watch for the sun. They would hear it. They'd watch it kick in, and they'd call over. It's just horrible. Even that cop, even one of the cops who could interrogate or harass me for over an hour, because they didn't think they were gonna. I don't know what they were trying to do. It was awful, being treated like shit when I'd done nothing wrong. And I remember the cops. And Bobby's moved out, and you're still here, and all your stuff's in the landlord wants you gone. And it's supposed to be a court matter, cops. told you I didn't want to be back here because he was the one who, when I didn't make it to the courthouse in time, when I walked there in the house, and he escorted me back. I don't want to be back here because I had said, if he harasses me, can I call the cops? And then I looked right at the cop that time. I was like, I told you I don't want to be back here. I said, I didn't call you. He did. They were just pissed. They were pissed that it was a phony thing and they couldn't drag me away. They come, that's what they want to do. They want to make an arrest. We know how cops think, Joe and I. Joe said it right to me. They're just... But at least Bobby did come. At least they knew that he did come, and he still had stuff to move out. He didn't completely move out already and throw me to the wolves, but then he did by that Sunday. And I still was supposed to have another 4 or 5 days to get out, and I was terrified, and I was trying, and I was packing. It didn't matter. Because I was still creating videos and sharing with you guys, and the landlord wasn't watching them. Remember what he wrote in that phony, stupid letter the constable delivered to me? He wrote, you might be more benefit to look for the suggestion than to create videos about your plight. Fuck you, I didn't do anything wrong. I was naive and gullible and trusting, but I paid my rent every month, and I even paid a $300 security deposit, and I didn't do anything wrong. You're a piece of shit.